Virtual Learnings, and in this video we're going to see another real-time interview question. And the question here is how to insert a column in between two other columns in your UFS Studio in a data table, where in a data table we have 5 columns A to F. We're going to insert another column in between the C and D column, and let's go ahead and see how we can insert that particular column in the particular data table. Before going to that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing for more of these videos. And if you like this video, please give it a like. If you have any other doubts, mention them in the comment section below. So the first thing that I need to do here is I need to take a build data table activity to build the data table that I'm going to create now. Let me take some values here. Make it as A1 will be column A, and value will be A1, and the second one is column B, and it is a string type, so let me make that as string. So let me add some other columns here, C and string, column B as well, E and F. So this is our data table where we have values up to columns up to F. Now I'm going to insert the value of C column in between the C and D. So first let me do the values for this column A1, E1, C1, E1, E1 and F1. Let me click on OK here and give a output variable for this one, the data table variable, which will be dt. Let's call this as dt data table, and let me also take an output variable to show you the initial data table and the final data table, which will be output data table activity, and here I need to provide dt, and let me call it as initial dt. We'll take a message box over here to show you the initial data table, initial dt. So let me check this again. We have the values in the initial data table. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to insert a column G in between C and D. Now I need to take an activity called add data column. Here we'll take an add data column, and we need to provide the data table, which is dt, and the column name. The column name is G. G is the column that we're going to insert, and if there is null also it need to allow, so need to take a allow null db null, and we can also give it a default value. I will take it as z1, and we can also mention the max length, and I will make it as 100. So we also given the add data column here, so we need to make it after C and before D. For that we have a method called set ordinal. So let me take a invoke method activity here, where the target object is dt dot column of C, and we need to provide the method name, which is set ordinal, Here we also need to give the input arguments where we actually want this column to be placed. Here in this invoke argument, we need to pass the ordinal value. The ordinal value is a string, not it is a string, it is an integer value, so we need to provide the int type, and here it is g, not, and let me take another output variable, output data table activity, to show you the output data table how it is changing. So after this adding this column g, we will converting that particular dt into a text string variable, which will be final output dt. So let me take a message box and display this final output dt here. Final output dt. So what we have actually done here is we have taken a data table here with 5 columns and 6 columns, and we are going to insert a g in between c and d. For that, we have taken an add data column value. The column name is d and the data table is dt. Here we are also allowing, if there is no value also, it is going to add that particular column to that. And the default, we have given the default value as 0 and the max length as 100. And we are using a method called setOrdinal to actually insert that particular column value in between 2 columns. And here we're going to give the target object column, and then we need to pass the arguments. Arguments is nothing but value. Let me show here. It is considering as 1, 2, 3, like that. 0, 1, 2 and 3. 3 is in between c and d. The value of d is 3 now, so it will replace z here and then continues with d, e, f. So that is where we need to take the parameter value. If it is 4, it will come after the d. So first let me run this workflow and check whether it is working perfectly fine or not. Later on we can see how the setOrdinal value, the integer value, will change the column text after the d or after c. So this is the initial data table, and we can see g is placed in between c and d here, which is g1. If I change this particular input argument type, integer value, to 5, it will place after e. So let us check that as well. So this is how you actually arrange columns or insert another column in between. That is the initial data table, and this is the final data table where g is inserted after e. And this is how you actually insert a column in between 2 other columns in UiPath Studio. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing for more of these videos. Thanks for watching.